May, released in 2002, is about a girl who is less than normal. When she is rejected by her crush, finds out she's not as important to her coworker, and just not being able to find a friend, she ends up making her own with parts she loves the most from people she's met. This movie is real funky and kind of sadistic, to say the least. It's a pretty good movie worth talking about, and that's what we're doing today. But before we get started, I want to take the time to thank you for watching this video and go ahead and subscribe if you enjoy. Now let's get into it. Written and directed by Lucky McGee, who also directed 2013's All Cheerleaders Die, starts the film off strong with a flash forward of what's to come, then a flashback of our main character May as a child, going to school wearing an eye patch as an attempt to hide her lazy eye, and to no surprise, doesn't make any friends. Celebrating her birthday with just her parents, her mother gifts her a doll and says, "If you can't find a friend, make one," which foreshadows the entire movie. I guess you can say it's completely her mom's fault for giving May the idea to dismember people and stitch them together to make a whole new person. Anyways, her mom explains the doll Susie, spelled Soozy, was her best friend when she was little and is now May's. Cut to present day, May is telling Susie about a boy she got the hots for. She is especially interested in his hands. She goes to work at a veterinarian clinic, and Polly, who also works there, asks May what she plans to be for Halloween. Instead of answering, May compliments Polly's neck. May attempts to get the attention of her boy crush at a coffee shop, but instead he falls asleep, and May takes advantage of his hands. She just rubs her face on them. I couldn't help but cringe, and he wakes up, and she runs away. And now, a moment for our sponsor. I'm just kidding. May and Adam bump into each other at the laundromat. This is a very awkward interaction, but all good energy until Adam mentions his girlfriend, and May is upset. She is distraught. Adam sees this and corrects himself, saying ex-girlfriend. The next day, she is feeling herself. She totally bagged this dude. They share a lunch, and she tells a story of her work, since Adam said he liked gross, but clearly not too gross because the story freaked him out a bit. May is real cute. She's so sweet and childlike, and I feel pretty bad for her, but she's also kind of like badass. She just wants someone, you know? May and Adam hang out later that night. Adam reminds me of that indie film guy. You know, like the kind of guy that claims he wants a crazy girl, but can't actually handle crazy. That kind of guy. They kiss, and May comes on too strong. Adam tells her, "Who taught you how to kiss?" After she just said she's never had a boyfriend. Like, bro, are you gonna teach her? She goes home and gets mad at Susie, cracking the glass box. Polly pulls her moves on May, inviting her to girls' night, but she instead goes home to call Adam. He doesn't answer, of course, and even waits for him at the laundromat. Then, outside his door. Adam shows her a movie he's made that is like a dark love story where the lovers kissing turns into them eating each other. They move into the bedroom, and May takes a bit too much inspiration from Adam's movie. She bites his lip and starts rubbing his blood on herself. Yeah. He gets weirded out and leaves. Then again, May yells at Susie. The next day, she goes to Adam's house and ends up overhearing him talking about her to his friend and his new girlfriend. She goes back home upset and gets a call from Polly, inviting her over. May goes over, they get pretty close, and May asks if Polly is serious about her. She replies, dead. May decides to volunteer to take care of the blind kids she's seen at the park, probably for some sort of distraction. She's taken an interest of this one girl named Petey. May and Adam later bump into each other again at the laundromat. Noticing that May is there, he makes small conversation until he lies about the machine not working and leaves. May heads over to Polly's house and interrupts Polly with another girl. This upsets May since she thought Polly only wanted her. At this point, May is completely breaking down. She tries to get the cat to comfort her, but that cat instead hisses, and May kills the cat out of anger. Susie's glass continues to crack, symbolizing May's state, which is also cracking. May brings the doll to show the blind kids, to let the blind kids feel, but they can't really feel the doll since it's in a box. I don't know what May was thinking, but the kids end up breaking the box to get the doll and end up screaming in pain because the floor is covered in glass. It is a bloody mess. This is pretty much May's breaking point. She brings home a guy and kills him because he found the dead cat in her freezer. She knows what's gonna happen now. She steals the equipment from the animal hospital. It's Halloween, and May's costume is Susie, the doll. She finally accepted who she is and fully embraced the other half of her she's been fighting. She heads to Polly's house, cuts her neck, then kills the other girl for her legs. Next is Adam, and of course she takes his hands. May has all the parts and she begins to assemble her new best friend. After it's all stitched up, she starts to freak out because it cannot see her. Desperately, she cuts her own eye out and gives it to her friend. And that is the end of the movie. Told you it was weird. But if you liked it, there's a lot I left out and I would recommend watching it. I would also recommend watching more of my videos if you like this one. So subscribe and till then.